Okay, let's jump right in. Today, we're doing a deep dive on a really specific but super important piece of kit for AV pros, the Blustream HEX70ARC-KIT HDBaseT extender set.
Right. And the fundamental problem this solves is a classic one. How do you get a perfect, high bandwidth HDMI signal plus audio and control from point A to point B when they're really far apart?
Way farther than any standard HDMI cable can handle, that's for sure.
Exactly. So our mission here is to really unpack the tech that makes this thing tick. We're talking about the HDBaseT technology inside, which is, the magic that lets you bundle all that stuff onto one single normal CAD cable.
And it's important to mention the price tag right up front. It's listed at $680, and it's in stock, ships fast, and comes with a solid 5-year warranty.
So let's talk about that core tech. What's so great here is that it uses an advanced version of HDBaseT. The big benefit is that you get totally uncompressed video and audio.
And with zero latency.
Zero latency. That's the key. When you're pushing a high-res signal to a display far away, you just can't have any delay or compression artifacts. It has to be perfect.
Absolutely. So let's get into the numbers, because distance is the whole point of a device like this. For a standard 1080p signal, it can push that video up to 70 meters. That's really good.
It is, but, and this is really important, but we have to be honest about 4K.
Of course.
4K video, as you know, is incredibly bandwidth heavy. So with this kit, your 4K UHD transmission is limited to 40 meters.
Okay, so a 40-meter limit. That's critical for an installer to know, especially for something like, say, 4K at 60 Hz with 4.2 chroma subsampling.
Right. That's the trade-off.
So with that in mind, does it still handle, professional color formats well within that range?
Oh, absolutely. It's built to handle common professional resolutions like 3840 by 2160 at 30 Hz with full 4.4.4 color, no problem there. The limitation really only comes into play when you try to max out both the refresh rate and the color depth at the same time. It's a pretty standard limitation in the HDBaseT world.
Got it. Okay, let's shift gears a bit to the installation side, because some of the features here seem designed to make life a lot easier. Let's talk about PoC, power over cable. This kit has bi-directional PoC. What's a practical advantage of that? Why is that such a big deal?
It's massive. It means you only need one power supply for the entire system, either at the transmitter end or at the receiver end.
So you don't need to find a power outlet at both ends of the cable run.
Exactly. Think about installing a projector in a ceiling or a TV recessed in a wall. The last thing you want is to run electrical up there too. This completely eliminates that headache.
That's a huge real-world benefit. And that same bidirectional idea applies to control, too, right? It has bidirectional IR pass-through.
It does, and they even include the IR receiver and emitter in the box, so you can control your source device from the TV location or the other way around. Super flexible.
Okay, what about audio? Because that's often just as important as the video.
The audio support is extremely robust. It handles all known HDMI audio formats. We're talking Dolby, True HD, DTS HD, Master Audio.
So all the lossless high-end stuff.
All of it. Even the newer immersive formats like Dolby Atmos and Dolby Digital Plus.
And I saw it supports ARC, the Audio Return channel. That lets a smart TV send its audio back down the line to a soundbar or receiver.
Yep. It supports ARC either through the HDMI connection or through a separate optical digital input on the unit.
And one more feature I wanted to ask about. The transmitter unit, the TX, it has an HDMI loop out. Why is that included?
The loop out. That is so useful. It'll let you plug in a local monitor right next to your source equipment.
For monitoring or troubleshooting.
Exactly. Or you could use it to cascade the signal and send it to another extender set. It just gives you options in your system design that you wouldn't have otherwise.
And just to check the last few boxes, it is HTCP 2.2 compliant and has smart eDIDE management.
Which means fewer of those dreaded handshake issues between devices. Yes.
So to sum it up, you get this incredibly robust single cable solution for video, power control, and high-end audio.
In two really compact boxes. I mean, they're tiny. Each one is just 135 by 84 by 21 millimeters.
So here's something for you to think about.
Considering how efficiently this system manages everything, especially power and control over one single cable, it raises a question. How might this kind of bidirectional architecture fundamentally change how you plan and install a large, multi-room AV system? Could it allow you to centralize your power sources and dramatically simplify your wiring pathways?